Hey guys, thank you so much for watching, and in today's video, I'm finally sharing that I am a business owner, officially. Yay! I'm so excited to finally announce. This has been a long journey, a crazy process, a lot of ups and downs, and I'm just like so excited because I'm like finally feel like I'm like living out my dream, you know? So I want to tell you all about it, the process, just everything, because like I said, it's been a long journey. It was not easy. People see, the final product, the win, you know, they see that, they don't see the process, they just think it's easy. Like, yep, I got it, and that was it. Like, no, a lot of work went into this. So just a little bit of background. Me personally, I've loved anything beauty related since I've been young. Like a little girl, I used to steal my mom's makeup, wear it in high school. I've always been into the beauty like industry. Even as a kid, like I literally had dolls. I would dress them up, makeup, hair, like they had to look bomb, okay? I was about that life. Anyways, so yeah, it all started when I was young. I actually started in high school. I took cosmetology. I went to a trade school, and I was obsessed with hair at that point. But doing it for 4 years, I kind of fell out of love with it. No, I actually fell out of love with it because I haven't like dyed my hair. I haven't done anything to my hair since then. Like, I just hate doing my own hair. I do it because I have to. Anyways, so yeah, I did cosmetology. I never got my license after the 4 years of graduating, whatever, because I fell out of love with hair, so I didn't really know what to do past that. I didn't want to be a hairdresser, so, and my parents were really kind of pushing me to go to college, so I took that route. I went to college, graduated with my bachelor's degree in psychology, and ever since then, I've been an autistic therapist in home therapy. So I will see kids in their home, provide them therapy. So that's what I did. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I fell in love truly with makeup in high school. Like 15 years old, I started wearing eyeliner. My sophomore year of high school, that's when I started like wearing foundation. And it's so funny because I was in cosmetology, and me and my friend were like the only ones who were like really into makeup. And we had like girls like low-key, not even low-key, like talking shit, like, oh, they wear makeup, they wear their cake face, like hating. And where are they at now? Anyways, so yeah, I started wearing foundation in 10th grade. 11th grade is when like I started watching YouTube videos like non-stop. That's when like the beauty makeup world really got popular on YouTube. And then my senior year is when I started to get into the whole eyeshadow thing. Like, I was obsessed. And then in college, I didn't know like makeup could be like a real job, like a career, you know what I mean? Like, people did makeup and there was makeup artists for like TV shows, things like that, but I never thought it would be a legitimate job. So yeah, I was obsessed with doing makeup, but I did my own makeup. I would practice all the time, take pictures, videos, watch YouTube videos non-stop. I created my YouTube video like in 2015. I want to say like my sophomore or junior year of college. And I was like, hey, whatever. And I started doing makeup. In my mind, like I always like dreamed of like one day having my own salon. Like, I talked about it with my friends and family, like, talking about like what members would do this and that. Like, it was always like a dream in my head. I never really thought it would actually happen. Like with anything that you dream about and you're passionate about and you want to do and you see yourself doing it, like you visually see it and you think about it, but you're like, it's probably never gonna happen. So that was like, well, for at least for me, that's how I felt. So yeah, I loved it through college. I only did it on myself, like I said. And then I remember one day, this girl that I kind of knew, DM'd me and was like, oh, can you do my makeup? And I was just like, okay, sure. Like, I never did anyone's makeup. So I was like, yeah. She's like, how much do you charge? And in my head, I'm like, how much do I charge? Like, nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do this. I do this for fun because I love it. Um, so I said $25. And she was like, okay. She came, she brought some of her makeup. I used some of my makeup on her. And like, I posted it and it was bad. Like, it was not good. But like, back then makeup was just starting to get poppin'. So like, it was decent, I guess, whatever. Ever since then, that's when like I would get more and more like just random people that followed me on my Instagram, like, oh, can you do my makeup? Can you do my makeup? All this. So it's like, oh my God, like this is so cool. I'm making extra money doing something that I really love. So it built from there. Like that's how I built my clientele. Every time I did a makeup look, I would post it and people were just loving it. And that's how it grew from there. And obviously you can see I'm obsessed with makeup. After building up my clientele for makeup, I worked at Sephora, but then that's a whole nother story time video that I actually would love to post because Sephora is not what you think it is. But anyways, I worked there for a year and I couldn't take a lot of clients while I was working at Sephora because it would put me on every weekend. And that's when, girls were asking me to do their makeup and I'm stuck at Sephora doing makeup. And yeah, so I couldn't really build up my clientele like I wanted to. And that time I was doing makeup here and there, but it was just Sephora was taking all my time. Anyways, I got into microblading afterwards because obviously it's so funny. People are like, oh, how do you get into microblading? And now I do lashes as well. Like, how did you do that? You like doing makeup. And I'm like, it has to do with makeup. Brows and lashes are like the main thing of makeup. If you don't have your brows or if you don't have lashes on when your makeup's done, you're not complete, like at all. So I first did microblading. One of a family friend actually who lived in Florida started doing it. I went to Florida and she actually told me like, I think that you would be good doing this, like you should do it, this and that. I was so intrigued, so I took a class, did it for a few years. Then lashes started to be like a huge thing. I got my lashes done a few times as well. And personally me, I just love for a vacation. I can't do an everyday thing. But lashes was becoming a big thing and I love lashes as well. Like I'm the type of girl that I can just have my brows, lashes, and that's it. Like I can do concealer here and there and I'm good to go. Like I don't need a full face of, foundation and bronzer and eyeshadow, all that. I don't need that. So anyways, I ended up doing lashes as well. Obviously, my number one passion to this day is still makeup. Like that's my number one. It's what I love to do. I love being creative. That's just like, I love. Brows and lashes are fun too, but they're not like every day I want to do all day every day. Makeup I can do all day every day nonstop and I would never get tired of it. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So I'll kind of tell you the story on how like this all actually happened. So one day we were eating out. It was me, Miguel, which is my fiance if anyone doesn't know, and my parents. We were out. We were actually at Frontera. This was in the summer. I literally had to go on my phone and look at what day it was because when I saw the place that is actually mine now, I took pictures of it. So we were at dinner and Miguel's like always on Zillow and he's, looking at houses, properties to buy. That's what he's into. So he was looking and that location popped up. So it's actually a storefront. So on top is a apartment. On top is an apartment and the bottom is a storefront, like just an empty space. So I was like, this is interesting. He shows me, he's like, this would be perfect for us. Like upstairs I can run as the apartment, whatever, and downstairs you can have your salon. And I was just like this weird feeling, like just like I felt in my soul, like it was just so weird. Like I was just like, like it's just so crazy. This is why he's the love of my life, because like people see your potential and like what you love or whatever more than you do at times, like, people can tell you all day you're good at this, you're good at that, but like, you don't like always believe it, you know what I mean? So like, it was just crazy that he saw the potential in me. Like, he saw, like, he's like, you need this, you know what I mean? I wasn't even thinking that route at that moment. Like, I knew in my heart, like, I always said to myself, like, I want to have a business in the beauty industry. I didn't really know what it was. I do want a salon, like, you know, but like, I didn't know what was first, what was gonna happen, you know? I love doing YouTube as well, and like, eventually I hope this, like, one day just, you know, I make it on here too, but I definitely wanted a salon as well. Anyways, that wasn't like the mindset I was in, because I was still working as a therapist, and my mind was like, I just want to quit. And I was getting at that point that I just wanted to quit because I do everything from home. In this room is where I take my clients as well as film my videos and get ready all in one. So I wanted to like just finally quit my job and just work for myself, even if that meant from home. Like, for me, that's the next goal was for. And so me like jumping into like, oh, having a salon, like, I was like, what? Like, I was nervous. Like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, you know how it is when you start anything new, or when you actually get the guts to follow your dreams, you're so nervous, you think you're gonna fail. Like, when me and Miguel got this house, like, I was so scared, you know? I always said I was gonna buy a house. When I moved out of my parents' house, I never wanted to move in an apartment, and no shade, because some people have to move in an apartment, but I was like, my parents weren't kicking me out. So I was like, I'm gonna stay at my parents' house as long as I can so I can financially save up for a home when I leave. So when I did that, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, like, I never had to pay rent, mortgage, nothing. Like, I was scared. I was like, what if I can't afford it? Like, you know, bills, it's so crazy. What if I get kicked out and I have to go back to my parents? Like, I was thinking the worst. You always think the worst because it's just so scary to think about. Anyways, we obviously did it. It's 3 years living in this house and we've been good, you know? So like, obviously my first initial like thought, like getting into this business, I was like, oh my God, I don't know. And even right now, still, I'm just like, is this gonna be worth it? Is this gonna pay off? Is this like, am I actually, you know, gonna be successful in this? I don't know. Like, I'm so scared. Like, it's so scary. Anyways, so after he showed me, his friend is actually a realtor. He also flips houses as well. He showed us the property the very next day, and I saw it and I was like, oh my God, yes, like, this is it. Like, I would love it for my first salon, you know? It's not a huge thing, but you have to like remember this is your startup business. This is like me, I'm just like, oh, go big or go home, but I have to like remember like baby steps. You know, you went from doing makeup in your parents' house in your bedroom, okay? Like, bed behind you while you're doing people's makeup, to doing microblading in your parents' basement, and you know, you moved into your own house. Now you had your own room to do everything. Now that I have my own room, I'm moving into my own salon. You know, steps. Then I can potentially open up a second one, a bigger one. Who knows? Whew. Sounds crazy, but you know, shit happens. Anyway, so yeah, we saw the place. I fell in love with it. I just kind of like knew it was for us. And story gets crazy because this was in June, okay? We're now in February and I'm just getting the place. So this is 8 months of process. This is not something I said I wanted and the next week I got it, you know? This was a long, long process. So anybody like watching this video, I just want to let you know, this is not something that's easy. This is hard. It's a lot of like hard, like blood, sweat, and tears. That ain't a lie, because that's literally what you go through. It's, you know, you see the glamorous side of everything, but you don't see like all the tears, the hard work, all that. So we first like, you know, applied to get the business, and like, so it's half commercial, half residential. So it's a different type of loan. It's hard, you know. We applied, we got denied. Okay, like when we first got denied, I was like, at first I was like, okay, we got denied, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna get it. Like, I don't know, something told me that like, girl, don't worry about it, like, you're fine, you're gonna get it. Okay, we got denied. Okay, we kept applying, like, I'm not kidding, it's like 4 or 5 times. and shit just kept going bad. So then someone actually like put in an offer, got approved by their loan or whatever, and I was like crushed. So crushed. I was like, oh my God, someone got the place. Like, sale was pending. And I just automatically thought, yep, I lost it. That's it. Like, what am I going to do now? Like, do I start looking at other places, or do I just stay where, I'm doing it at my house and just figure it out within whatever, like years down the line? So I don't know what the hell happened, but the sale did not go through and it was back on the market. So we go in again, we go to a different lender, we apply, and they say, they give us a pre-approval letter. So I was like, oh my God, this is exciting, like this and that. We're getting the ball rolling. Like, we put in the offer, they accepted, all of that. Okay, this is not easy. Like, buying a business is different than renting a business. Renting, you can rent from whoever, and buying is like 100 times like worse. Okay, and it's just a lot. Anyways, so we got a pre-approval letter, right? Then when things were starting to like get real, and then it's like, all right, time to like sign off and stuff, we get denied. You don't even understand. That's what I was talking about, ups and downs. Like, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I was so pissed. Like, how do you pre-approve someone, and then when shit starts to like get real and papers are supposed to get signed, you say, oh, it's too much of a risk, we're not gonna give you the money? I was just like, what? I remember being in that meeting and cussing, well, not cussing them out because I like was professional, but I was like, my tone and like my defensiveness was like, because I'm like, are you kidding me? You got my hopes up, like thinking that we got the place, and then you just say, yeah, it's too much of a risk. I remember the lady literally telling me I had to write a business plan. She clearly did not read the business plan, because she goes, oh yeah, what you're gonna put downstairs, like a nail salon, right? And I looked at her, I'm like, it's not a nail salon. Obviously, we're doing nails in the salon, but it's not just a nail salon. You would know that if you actually read my business plan. So it was just like they were making so many excuses, writing different things as to why they denied us. It was a whole thing that we just found a different way to go about it, and here we are now. So yes, officially, on February 12th, I got the keys to my new business. In the future, I can make a video as well, like the actual like process of like, the financial, the business plan, because, obviously in school, they don't teach you any of this stuff. And it's really hard. I had to do a lot of, research and things like that. I got help from my parents, Miguel, all that. So I could be a totally different video, but for now, I'll kind of tell you what my plans are for this salon and what I want it to look like and everything. So exciting. Okay, so the plans for the beauty salon is we are basically doing every single service besides hair, which is crazy because obviously when I started loving this whole industry, I started with doing hair, but just not what I want the salon to incorporate. Maybe in the future I'll add, that service, but for now we're doing makeup, of course, eyelash extensions, brows, waxing, facials, nails, and pedicures. So I'm so excited. I want it to be something so different that where I live is used to. I'm from the Massachusetts area, so yeah, I want to just, there's other beautiful salons around here, but I just want it to be something like no one has seen around here. I love LA, so I want it to be like LA vibes. I want to bring a little bit of LA to Massachusetts. That is the goal, that is the plan. I want it to look so glamorous, so beautiful, like it's gonna be a vibe. I want it to be like Instagram worthy, of course. Like, just like I go to different states, and like when I go on vacation, I love to like look up places, like cute places just to go because they're super cute. Yeah, I want it to be that for my salon. Not only just that, because I want it, you know, want you guys to get service there, of course, that is the main goal, but I want it to look really cute and like just a place that, you know, it's just like great customer service, good vibes, like get away from your problems. Like that's what I want this salon to be. So we're actively working hard to, you know, get the place set up. It's gonna take about 3 months. We have to, the place is already pretty cute. Like the floors are good. They renovated it before we got it. But obviously it's not my vibe. Like I have to paint it. We have to put up walls because we want like 3 separate rooms, obviously for privacy. We want, you know, an area for the nails. Just like everything has to be done perfectly. I'm very, like, I'm a perfectionist and I want everything done right. So we're in the process. Every day it's something new. I'm like, oh, it's exciting, but it's a lot of work. It's stressful all in one. Yeah, I'm just so excited, guys. Like, I cannot wait to take you on this journey. I will be obviously filming before and afters. We'll have a grand opening, like all of that. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this like new chapter. I just hope, you know, anybody in the area, like, come support. I can't wait for it to be done because it's gonna be beautiful. I should probably show you just like one little, I'm gonna do sneak peeks on my Instagram too, so if you're not following already, follow Glam Studio by Mallory on Instagram. I'm gonna kind of show you some vibes. I'm only gonna show you like one picture just to, like, you know, get you a little excited. That's it. You got a sneak peek. That's it. Okay? That is it. So, yes! Thank you guys so much for watching. Anybody who has followed me, supported me, has gotten a service done by me, thank you so much. Also, I will be hiring people in the next month. Next month, I want to like post it and kind of like, obviously you have to be licensed, okay? We're doing things the right way. I cannot wait to meet you guys and service you and come to my salon and we just have fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video.